I'll start by saying to everybody in here, if you don't have friends in your life that are willing to advocate for you, then you should probably get better friends. I've known Anthony since 2013. We met at a church named Jubilee in Boston, Massachusetts, and then he moved to North Carolina. Later on in my life, around 2017, started to realize that there wasn't really much opportunity for me in Massachusetts, so I had an opportunity to move to North Carolina. Didn't really know anybody, and Anthony was one of the only people that I knew, and I only had like $80 to my name. I was in the middle of college.
Broke his head.
Anthony gave me an opportunity to come stay with him and his cousin in his apartment in one of their extra rooms. And when I was here, I had an opportunity, and I wasn't capitalizing on that opportunity, and I was being really lazy. And the person who had given me that opportunity was just ripping me to shreds, like just letting me know, like I'm dropping the ball, I'm not gonna amount to anything, like this is how I'm gonna be, like good luck in life. And that's not me now. Part of the reason why that's not me now is because I had a friend like Anthony. And in the middle of this individual ripping me to shreds, Anthony advocated for me, kind of argued on my behalf that I should get a second opportunity. And I got a second opportunity because of that. And I was just distraught in the middle of that whole exchange. When that person left, I asked Anthony, like why would you stick your neck out for me like that? And he said, because I love you and I believe in you. And so for me, he's always been a friend that's advocated for me and stuck out for me. So this is not goodbye, bro, but just want to let you know so that's clear all here. As long as I have breath, I got your back, bro.
For me, I want to speak to just what you do for other leaders. You know, we've been talking about mentees and friends, and I'm friends, of course, but I just want to also, because I hope you understand like what y'all are about to walk into, right? In terms of like starting the garden, like going to a church called the Garden, right? And just how you can see, you hear it, right? Like how you really set environments and atmospheres where people can really grow. So it's crazy that y'all are like right in line with that. Because for me, I've always been like a rule follower. You know what I'm saying? I'm by the book. And so I've always mentored. But I remember when I met Anthony, it's like I saw him doing it on a whole nother level. Like, you know, not being afraid to have people in the car, at the house. And so a part of me was like, oh, this is how this looks, right? And so I feel like it was there, but I feel like you poured gasoline on the gifts that were already inside of me. And I mean, it's funny because you were going through your memories, and I'm like, I was there for that, I was there for that, I was there for that. You know what I mean? I'm like, dang, I remember that. And so just having somebody in the fight with you, and just you, because this is work. You know, caring for people in the way that we care is real. It's a real burden. And just not burden, like y'all not burdens, but I mean just understand that it's hard work. You know what I mean?
Carry it. It's weight.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And to have like the way that Anthony just does everything, the way that you do things with your heart, you know what I mean? Like the way that you just go all in, people around you just have to elevate. Like you call those gifts out of people. So I could probably speak for everybody that's done ministry alongside of you. We not the same. You know what I mean? Like we do things with more passion. We do things with more heart. We do things with a better vision of what's happening. Like the way that you cast vision, the way that you just speak from the heart, like, yo, we doing this. Oh, what's your why, right? Like making us always think about that. Like you change the way that we do ministry. And so I'm excited for the people in Houston to get to experience that. And then you bought Kiera. Like, if it couldn't get any better, you know what I mean? Then you bought Kiera, who, I mean, your thoughtfulness, the way that you just look at people, the way that you see people, the way that you create an environment, a home, a place where people can feel just comfortable, and the aesthetic is always, you know what I'm saying?
That part.
So then just mesh together is crazy. And then, you know, now that y'all are parents, like it's a different anointing. Like Houston is about to go down. Like it's just crazy. So I just wanted to, you know, thank you for inspiring me, you know, keeping me running, keeping me pushing. Like if I ever got tired, I see Ant with like 50 people and I'm like, all right, bet, I gotta keep going. I'm like, nah, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. You know, thank you for allowing us to be a part of environments like this, creating platforms. You know, I mean, you do so much for not just mentees and friends and things, but the leaders around you. Like when people come around you, their gifts are going to accelerate. Their gifts are going to grow. And so I'm just excited for people to get to see how God can move through them from the work that y'all do. So just thank y'all for always inspiring me.
Just following off of where I've known Anthony and Kiera since like 2018. I came here from Memphis. I went to school, and I didn't have any family here. I grew up in a really big family. I just I was finding my way. I liked it, but I didn't really have a home until I got invited to like a new wave event at their house where like it was a potluck type. There was worship music, but it was like good worship music. We were vibing, like, you know. I mean, but you know, we took it where it needed to be at times. Like we had prayer, but then we just had a great time, and it was an environment to be in with college students, like young Black college students. In this, like in 2018, like I had never been in a room with young Black Christians who like love the Lord like that, and I was like, oh my God, like people like this exist, and there's leaders that we could look up to show us what it's like to take this from college into adult life. And so even from there, like through COVID, I was helping lead college ministry during COVID at Anthony and Kiera's house every Wednesday from like 10 until like late into the night. And we were only able to do all that work because Kiera was willing to like open up their house in that first year of marriage. Like she cooked him dinner, she fed us too, like us broke college students. Like we were only able to do all of that work because of like the home that Kiera like created and fostered. And then even like moving past that, like after getting through the pandemic, moving into like young adult space and, you know, recognizing that we needed to continue like ladies' nights and things. And Kiera even was willing to like come out of her like introvert, like safe space shell into like leading those things. Like equally, we would do like 2 at my house, 2 at her house. And like at this time she was being a wife, she had a kid, she had a job, like doing all these kinds of things, but still like showing up and showing out consistently, like helping to create a space where young women could come and like share whatever they needed to, eat a meal, and just have fellowship in a time like in such a delicate time in our lives. And so it was just beautiful. Like thank you guys for helping create that like, you know, full circle moment for me from like not having a home, finding my home at ladies' nights and New Wave college nights, to then being able to like create that and transform that and, you know, do that for other young women. And so I'm so grateful for you guys. I love you so much. And I can't wait
to be a doctor.
I have sat and heard all of these wonderful stories from 2015 to the year before I was here. No, it's 2014. Yeah. Well, I met this young man Martin Luther King Monday, 2015 at the movies. We took some of the kids over to see a movie himself. And this young guy came up to me after the movie and was like, I really want to introduce myself to your son. You know, I want to get to know y'all. And I'm looking at this kid like, who is this kid? Well, he's great. And I will say, I don't call, well, I didn't before 2015 call everybody's son. Yeah. But because of this guy right here, he became the first son that I did not birth. Thank you, Lisa. But because of him, I look at all these young boys, especially my young men from Hillside. This is where Anthony ministry really, for North Carolina, really started. He came to me with a vision, and he said, I really want to touch the young boys. And I said, well, you got one, Zaki. And he said, I really want to do a lot. You know, I need your help. He dumped all this stuff on me, like, I want to do this, I want to do that. And I'm like, I got my own business, I got to run. But I still got to help this young man because he's coming to me for help. And I saw consistency in Anthony. And that's what I feel that a lot of young men, period, but I want to speak from North Carolina. I want to speak from my boy. Morris, Marion, Daniel, anybody from Hillside that was there 2015, 16, 17. I want to speak to them. I just wanted them to have a consistent male in their life. And I can honestly say that Anthony gave them that. We opened up that door for Anthony to come in and speak to our football team. We opened up the door for Anthony to come in and just walk the hallways of Hillside, no teacher. He's just Anthony. But I went to Doc and I went to the other assistant principal and I said, listen, I trust this young man and I believe that there's something in him that can spark our young men in the school. Even down to 2016, when Zaki came to me and said, Mom, I want to start this prayer circle. What do I do? I'm like, did you talk to Anthony about it? And he was like, yeah. I mean, we really want, I want to fast, but I can't do it at the school because it's too much going on. So I went to the assistant principal and said, hey, can Anthony and Zaki do what they need to do to start this prayer circle? Because I feel like they can really touch the lives of these young people in this building. And we started from 8, 10 kids. And I believe that the prayer circle went on maybe a whole school year. Even through the summer, all the way till like maybe like 2, 3 years, the beginning of the school year, we would join around the school and just pray. That came from your vision. So I want to say, on behalf of the Durham community, Hillside, Pointed people, all the way up to the NCCU people, because you left us and went. I appreciate because you had to go where your wings took you and you went to the best place. They wouldn't allow this to I just want to say that I am proud of the young man that Anthony has grown to be. And Lisa, you should be very proud too. And I remember you was riding around in your great car that you put kids on top of kids, getting them wherever they need to go, picking them up, doing whatever. So you come to me saying, Mom, I'm ready to get a new car. What do I need to do? I got you on that. Mom, I'm ready to get a house. What do I need to do? I'm gonna work on this credit to get you this house. Everything that I shared with him, I have actually watched you do it, even down to picking this beautiful flower out of the garden.
Amen.